All right, so I'm here with Ali Khan. Did I say that right, Ali?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And it's Nick Dolman here from 365.Training. And I'm going to speak with Ali today about his new course, Dynamics 365 Field Service, which looks pretty really cool. But first off, Ali, just tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Hi guys, my name is Ali. I started my career as a programmer. That was a long time back, and we were developing a custom CRM for a retailer. And I was a .NET programmer. But I think the one thing that I learned from there was what was CRM and how a software creates a difference when you are building those relationships with customers. It also has the sales and services teams to talk to customer better. And then it's funny, but then I sort of pivoted to Salesforce. It was a new thing at that point of time, and that
Okay.
also had CRM in it. So I said, okay, let's do that. And I did that a couple of years, and then I had this itch that I need to go back to Microsoft. And then I came to know that there is something called Dynamics CRM 4.0.
Yep.
So that's where I started, and yeah, well, rest is history. So over the years, some change of geographies, change of roles. What I do, I'm doing since last 10 years now is to basically build software, build apps and solutions for customers. And yeah, it's great to see the difference that the software and solution creates in the life of people. And obviously, Dynamics, Power Platform, and Azure are great tools to build those amazing solutions. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. No, and it's great because we can, and especially we can rapidly build solutions as well. And I know customers and projects I've worked with too, people get really excited when they see something tangible as opposed to a concept that they don't see for 6 months or a year later kind of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And particularly, the one thing that I'm seeing over the years that working with, because we as community, this community, we work in a way that we get this hot technology out from Microsoft, and then we tailor it, configure it, customize it, and make it for work for the customers. And working across different industries, it's amazing how technology can be used almost like a not the technology, not the industry agnostic, but you can actually make it work for across the industries. And
Yeah.
people working in the offices, knowledge workers, out in the field, in plants, in mines, everywhere.
Yeah, and the cool thing too is you don't have the customers a lot of times don't have to change if they have processes that work well for them. It's really a matter of configuring the software to work for the customer to follow their established processes. Now, a lot of times there's projects where some process re-engineering is not a bad thing either. Get rid of
Yeah.
some of the bad habits. But no, that's great. So yeah, you've been working with Dynamics, and so tell us about Dynamics 365 Field Service. How did you find yourself working with that module?
Yeah, interesting. So I think James Phillip mentioned somewhere that digital feedback loop, right? So I think it's reaching out to more and more people in different industries and in different kind of work. And what I discovered, it didn't used to be Dynamics Field Service at that point of time. It was Field Service One, but it
Yep.
was built on the same platform. And I think it was back in 2015 or 16, and that's where I first worked on a project in the field service area. There was a lot of customization on the Dynamics, or call it XRM at that point of time.
Yes.
But what I discovered was at that point of time was Dynamics is not just, or these amazing new solutions, they're not just for knowledge workers or people who are working in the offices, in the workplaces. It's actually going to create a lot of difference for people who go out in the field to do those services jobs and a lot of maintenance jobs and all of that. And that was just amazing for me. And it was a new area, so I sort of focused on that. And the other thing that happened then was this amazing new rapid innovation and model that it started with Microsoft. The Dynamics Field Service as a product got immensely powerful over the years. And that's why it is the leading product in the Gartner and other Magic Quadrants as well. So yeah, that's where we specialize in. I work with a partner called Verada. We specialize in Dynamics Field Service, and that's what we mostly do. And again, I think the basic theme, the fundamental theme is the same. It helps create the difference in the lives of people.
Cool. And then so you've now we're launching the Dynamics 365 the field service course. What made you decide to build a course and to go down this crazy road?
Yeah, so two things, so two motivations. One was traditionally, a lot of us in the Dynamics community, we came from working a lot on Dynamics CRM, which was customer service, and Dynamics sales, field service, and project operations. Project service, PSA, and now project operations was a little bit later. There were later additions to the family. And when I go and talk to different people with customers and in the community, there's always like some questions around how does it work? It's got a lot of other entities, like not just account and context, a lot of other things that are what are those? How do those work? And Microsoft documentation and Microsoft Learn content over there is amazing. But I just thought to just do a story end to end. So the course that I wanted to design and develop shouldn't be just about the features and functions, just going through one by one, but about the story that how does Dynamics Field Service get the work into software, then you can schedule it, and then how people go out there in the field and execute it. So that's end-to-end story I wanted to cover. That's what happens in the implementation. So I had to sort of, shrink and get all this 3-4 months of journey into this 3 hours course. But that's an attempt here. And I think the goal was also to make it available and accessible, regardless you are a citizen developer or from functional track or technical track, to be able to understand what Dynamics Field Service is and how does it work.
Oh, that's awesome. And so you said it's about 3 hours of course. Is there any like hands-on labs, or is it just more presentation?
Absolutely. So that's where the fun is. So when you will be joining the course in the first module, we will introduce Dynamics Field Service, and then we'll also introduce a fictitious customer who have got a problem and challenges. They work in a specific industry, and so we list down those challenges. And then the rest of all the modules, we'll try to solve those challenges, address those problems with the help of Dynamics Field Service. So it's entirely hands-on. You will see me working on Dynamics Field Service, and the only prerequisite I mentioned early on is a lot of curiosity. And if you have got the Dynamics Field Service up and running as a trial or in your existing tenant on the sites, then you can actually practice what we will be doing in the course.
Perfect. I'm myself, I'm a very much a hands-on learner. Like I need to try something and that's how it sticks in my brain as opposed to just reading something or looking at somebody do it. That's awesome, Ali. I'm actually looking forward to trying it out myself. So, and the other thing is we're publishing on 365.Training, and I also it's free as well. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, it's free.
Okay, cool. No, that's great. Like I know we have free courses and paid courses, but I like the fact that this is a free course. This gets people's foot in the door, and yeah, like I know I've worked in projects and you as well, where sometimes we have to learn stuff pretty quick because
Yeah,
we sometimes have to be a page in the manual ahead of the customer. So um,
that's
anybody
right.
that wants to get ramped up on Dynamics 365 field service, I think this is an excellent opportunity to get so you said it's about 3 hours, which is really not too bad of an investment. So like in an afternoon or something, you could get through it, or over the course of a week in the night. And that's a great thing about online learning is you can set your own pace.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. And I think that was the intention as well, that to keep it short and to also run the story so that you can just in 3-4 hours, as you said, in an afternoon, you just go through all of that. And then, yeah, you'll be at least one step ahead of your customer.
Perfect. No, that's awesome, Ali. And of course, as an author, you're going to be, if there's people have questions or whatever, through the 365.Training portal, you'll be able to put those questions there and you'll respond to them and help folks out along the way.
Absolutely. I would love to engage with you. And if you have any feedback, good or bad, questions, we'll be really keen to talk to you. So through the 365 training platform, forums, and we'll be able to respond and answer your questions.
Awesome, Ali. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm really excited about this course, and I think we'll have links probably down below as we post this on our YouTube channel. And yeah, so definitely check out Ali Khan's. And what the title of the course is?
The Beginner's Guide to Dynamics 365 Field Service.
Perfect. That's awesome. All right, Ali, thanks very much. And you have an awesome weekend. And I'm sure we're looking forward to even more content coming from you.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Talk to you soon.